Charlie Kirk faceplants and fails after trying to call Bakari sellers out for saying, quote, black people don't read.
So, can I get ahead? So Bakari, I'm going to do this as respectfully as possible, because if I didn't do this, I would regret it.
Preparing for this moment. Go. Let's go.
Can you tell by the shoes?
I don't even know what those are.
I don't know what those are.
Surely the shoes are irrelevant.
These are used. Excuse me. Kanye West design.
Guys,
So I have to do this. On cable news, you said when Kanye West entered the Oval Office, this is what happens when black people don't read. Do you regret?
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
well, let's actually, if we want to go back and
No, I mean, the tape said this is what happens when black people don't.
That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I actually said that this is a discussion, and my major issue with Kanye West is that he attempts to make anti-intellectualism cool. And what I said is that
you said this is what happens when black people.
That's not what I said.
That's what the transcript
actually I said. Charlie, do you want? You asked me a question, so I will answer.
I said you regret.
So, no, I don't regret anything, Charlie. So this is the point.
So
I said that. That's not what I said. If you want to know what I said, I'm attempting to tell you. I said that I have a problem with Kanye West because he attempts to make anti-intellectualism cool. I said there are many people who want to talk about criminal justice reform who will not send Kanye West to the White House to do that. I said Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read. You know what that is? That is a fact.
So you did say it.
I said Kanye West is what happened when Negroes don't read.
That's what I just said.
No, that's not what you just said.
He's a genius.
Wait,
Time out. Time out.
He's a genius.
Time out. What is Kanye West? And I don't even know why we're here.
Because you said we need a conversation about civility. You go on cable news and say that a 7-time Grammy winner, multi-billionaire, courageous man going to the Oval Office is what happens when people don't read.
That's not what
you are a hypocrite. First of all, tell me you're here to have a conversation.
All right, so what we're going to do here is
Don't give me that for a second.
But Bakari's going to have a response.
Because you're trying to be this big reconciliation, we all gotta go along, and you go on CNN and you bash a successful man that has the courage to wear a Make America Great Again hat. You deserve to be called out for that.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to come in here, so Bakari will have a response, and then we're going to move to another topic.
So personally, I love when we feign indignation. That's like the cutest thing ever. But on a much more specific note. First of all, it's factually accurate because Kanye West is literally a quoted non-reader. He doesn't believe in reading, okay? So that bothers me.
Boom. There you have it. Kanye West himself has been quoted many, many times saying that he does not read. Charlie Kirk wanted to pretend he knew so much about Kanye West. Besides the bullshit talking points, he obviously prepared for this debate, and Kanye proclaimed himself to be a non-reader. I'm not a fan of Kanye West, and I know that. Sellers has already destroyed his talking point with that fact. Not only does Charlie double down on the bullshit, somehow Roman, Millennial, and the fifth string puppet are dumb enough to join him in doubling down on the bullshit. Let's watch.
Actually accurate because Kanye West is literally a quoted non-reader. He doesn't believe in reading, okay? So that bothers me. But if we're going to have a conversation about criminal justice reform, I actually want somebody who is articulate on the issue of making sure that we ban for-profit prisons. I want somebody who wants to end the prohibition on marijuana. I want somebody who's going to actually go and talk about putting rehab and social programs in prisons so when people get out, we don't have high rates of recidivism. I want somebody who can actually talk about issues that are near and dear to my heart. And so while we want to feign this and say, oh my God, you said black people can't read, what I did was I directly quoted Chris Rock making a point about anti-intellectualism because I'm sick and tired of individuals who want to get in this discussion but do not have the depth to have it. You can have Kanye West, you can trot him out. You can trot him out with the Make America Great hat on, but I don't stand on the shoulders of Kanye West, Charlie Kirk.
Right,
No. Let me finish. I stand on the shoulders of Walter Scott, of Trayvon Martin, of Keith Lamont Scott. I stand on the shoulders of all these people who were killed, of all these people, of all of these people, of all criminals, of all of these individuals who were killed while unarmed, being African American, Sandra Bland, the list goes on and on again. So it's cool if you want to be indignant, right? It's cool if you want to have I got Bakari Sellers because, oh my God, he said Kanye West is what happens when Negroes don't read. I stand on that today and I'll stand on it tomorrow.
Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up. Can I say something?
No.
Is Kanye a genius?
Yeah, guys.
Being a multi-billionaire and a 7-time Grammy winner is a form of genius.
Charlie.
Harris Hilton is rich. That
Guys.
doesn't make you a genius.
Guys,
There are many different forms of genius.
I would love to say here real quick. Hold on, Charlie. This is the incentive in our politics that's destructive. You guys are trying to get a Twitter moment right now, and that's not how.
I don't want that.
I'm so sick of people saying they want kumbaya moments, and then you go on cable television and say someone like
I just
Kanye West
explained
would
it.
have
I just explained it.
I know, but
I just explained it.
I'm happy to address Bakari with what he said.
I just
I think
explained
Lauren
it.
wanted
But
to-
she wanted to
Let's
jump in.
allow
I
other
just
people
explained
to
it.
get in.
Well, I think you bring up some really good points, and unfortunately, we are living in a society that is celebrity obsessed, and people like Kanye West are who we are turning to for political ideas. It's not great, but here we are. He is someone who is obviously not some sort of political mastermind or philosopher king, but at the end of the day, at least he is trying to raise awareness about issues like prison reform. I would love it if it was someone else besides Kim Kardashian advocating for getting someone released who was in life prison for a non-violent.
But that's not. But my only point is that I appreciate that. Well, I appreciate that effort, right? I appreciate the effort of Kim Kardashian going and getting one person out. I appreciate Kanye West being able to say the word prison reform. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about being able to go to the White House and represent people who look like me, okay? And not only that, but speak to the. But no. But I wish that was the case. Like, I wish it was the case that Kanye West could go and sit in the Oval Office and have a 15-minute rambling dialogue with the President of the United States and just speak for himself. That's not the point. He does not. He speaks for so many people who look like me, who are brown, who are black, who are persecuted, who are put upon. And so when we have that moment where somebody goes out there and embarrasses us, because of the...
Is that Kanye West's fault that everyone else wants to play into identity politics and say that one black man speaks for all of you? He's never claimed to...
No, Romy Millennial, you liar. He did not say Kanye West speaks for all black people. He did say Kanye West speaks for so many people. Let's take a look.
I wish it was the case that Kanye West could go and sit in the Oval Office and have a 15-minute rambling dialogue with the President of the United States and just speak for himself. That's not the point. He does not. He speaks for so many people who look like me.
Here we see the blatant dishonesty of Roman Millennial by mischaracterizing what Bakari Sellers actually said a few seconds ago in order to make a, quote, Twitter moment for clickbait. They will do anything to create a viral moment, especially mischaracterize your argument. Put words in your mouth. Say that you said something that you did not say. These people are dishonest. They are liars. There's no way around that. We see it spelled out for us right here. Bakari still beats them down with the fact that if Kanye West went into the Oval Office with a civil rights leader and football legend Jim Brown to discuss Chicago and prison reform, then yes, he is speaking on behalf of so many black people, exactly like Bakari Sellers said. He also implied at the end of his argument the obvious fact that if Kanye West went into the White House and made an ass of himself, which he did, that it would not be a good reflection for the people he came there to speak for, which is true. But Roman Millennial, just like duffel bag headed Charlie Kirk and the test tube 5th string wind up doll puppet from the Daily Wire, just can't help but play partisan hack bullshit roles. Just can't break with the fact that Kanye West is self-admitted to having serious mental issues, and the only reason in this world he was even allowed into the White House to speak with the president with that amount of press coverage, which some presidents don't even get when they come in from other countries, is because this is a reality show administration who is consistently looking for the next shit show to exhibit to deflect us from paying attention to the actual corruption. This administration is always looking for the next distraction, and Kanye West made himself a useful Negro.
You know what? I appreciate that. I wholeheartedly appreciate that. However, that rhetoric it doesn't meet the test of reality. That's my only point. And listen, if you want to have a conversation, if Donald Trump wants to have a conversation about criminal justice reform, he can go out and talk to Michelle Alexander. He can talk to Jordan Edwards' mother, or Lucy McBath. He can talk to Sandra Bland's parents. He can talk to people who actually went through this. But pardoning one individual or granting clemency to accurate to when individuals not reform. And all I'm simply saying is, if you want to trot Kanye West out, fine. If you want to wear Yeezys, fine. But my only point is, do not sit here and tell me you're dope and you're hype and you can do everything on criminal justice reform because you tout Kanye West.
This is one of those instances when you see someone who is so far removed. Informal conversation in urban media will depict the same instance out over and over 100 different ways. A colorful expression like, see, this is what happens when Negroes don't read, which is what Bakari Sellers actually said, does not even remotely mean that black people as a group don't read at all. That statement was used to make an example out of one man's behavior. You would either have to lie on purpose or just be ignorant to informal expressions that are mostly used in comedic tones to lightly poke fun at an individual, but not to that individual's own expense. It's a combination of constructive criticism and jest. To even bring that up in this debate shows you how pathetic Charlie Kirk is. How did he expect that to go over? Bakari Sellers says black people can't read and all of a sudden you won the debate? Charlie Kirk is a clown. So desperate to get a viral moment, he will pull anything out of his ass. Now, I was starting to think that Kanye West was a little bit silly, but now I'm thinking he's going full maggot. M-A-G-A-T. Make America Great Again teammate. And these maggots are starting to really get on my nerves. Kanye West is not a political genius. He is not doing justice to the community he is speaking up for. He doesn't even live in Chicago. He has admitted, and it's clear as fucking day, that he needs help himself. So before he can really set out on a journey to help others, he needs to get himself some help. So Roman Millennial, Charlie Kirk, and the Daily Wire puppet are all full of shit, period.
Kill Bill on the beat. Man, I'm posted on your blog, trying to get this money. If these haters talking shit, I lead a chopper blaze running like, watch me do my thing, watch me do my thing, man. Watch me do my thing, watch me do my thing, man. I'm posted on your blog, trying to get this money. If these haters talking shit, I lead a chopper blaze running like, watch me do my thing, watch me do my thing, man. Watch me do my thing, watch me do my thing, man.
Monkeys try my style, I just pull out another from the vault.